to the post-game press conference. I'm joined by our winning coach, Coach Chot Reyes, and our best player of the game, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. Congratulations, gentlemen. Coach Chot, you gave up the second most points in a quarter for PNP during the first stretch of this playoff series. And while it took some time, you were able to offset that with a third quarter blitz. What is your take on the performance of PNP in limiting Robert Boniek? And how will you be building on that given the familiarity with Coach Jong as well in this series?
First of all, we knew it was going to be a difficult series. We knew it's going to be a difficult series. Our defense was obviously keyed on those two guys, on Daquan Jones and Berto, Bolick. We thought if we could limit one of them, then we'd have a chance of winning. It's very hard to stop both. In the first quarter, though, while we were doing the job on Bolick, their other guys were scoring, and that accounted for the amount of points that they scored in that first quarter. That's exactly what I said in the huddle in the first quarter break. I said we haven't given, I can't remember the time we gave up this many points in a single quarter. So, we just had to buckle down and tighten the defense. We made some adjustments, and in the end, I think the work paid off. So I'm sure Coach Jong is going to make the adjustments in Game 2. So it's incumbent upon us now to try to anticipate and prepare something else for the next game.
Thank you, Coach Chot. Now, Rondae, also looking at the first quarter, you were limited to 4 points, which is far from your usual output. What can you attribute to the slow start, and how were you able to adjust to the sticky defense Nlex had, particularly that of Tony Semerad in the latter part of the game?
Being an import, you're going to see a lot of different defenses, them throwing different guys at you. Some pressure more than others. So I think it was just about me seeing, being able. I'm really good at live action, seeing how things are going, and I didn't want to force anything. I still try to be aggressive. I think I was 1 for 4, 1 for 5 in the first quarter. I still wanted to assert my presence, but I didn't want to overdo it. So it's kind of like trying to find that balance. I think that happened as the course of the game went on, and then at the end of the day, it comes down to willpower. Having that extra push, that extra gear. Because at the end of the day, we all gonna slow down. It's just kicking it in overdrive.
Thank you, Rondae. Now we would like to open the floor to our friends from the media.
Rondae, congratulations. 45 points. Obviously, you rested last Sunday. How big of a help was that coming to this playoff opener?
It was definitely big. Just knowing, me and Chot talked about it. He was like, I think the game before, he was like, you only played 42 minutes or something like that. So just being able to get that rest helped in order to, let my body recover, let me do the things that I needed to do to take care of myself. So I am ready to play as many minutes as Chot needs me to play. I think that's what it's going to come down to at the end of the games. At the end of the day, it's about who's in the best shape. Chot, he always preached that about being in shape, sprinting, and it pays off because that's how I play.
Aside from Rondae, big game also from Kalimutan after nangyari sa kanya Sunday, big shot in the fourth quarter. Kumusta siya after noon, and how ready was he tonight?
Well, you saw how much he struggled in the first half. He wasn't himself offensively and defensively, and I think really the stitches are still bothering him. But later on, when he got into the groove of the ball game, ika nga nung sa init na ng laban, you forget those things already, and the player and the competitor in you takes over, and I think that's what happened to Calvin. When the competition and the battle heated up, the warrior in him just took over, and he made shots. But more importantly, he also did great things for us defensively. He played excellent defense, helped out on the boards. A lot of the little things that we expect from our scorers, not only their ability to score, but to do the other things on defense as well. We gave up almost 50 points in the second half, in the first half. Luckily, in the second half, we were able to go back to our regular defensive points allowed.
And I'll add on that too, man, just because oftentimes you see guys, not recover when they play tough, bad first half, but you gotta give credit to Chot and just our players for believing in Calvin, telling them it's okay. We all have those moments where we make mistakes, but just stick with it. And Chot believed in him, put him back out there, and you guys see what happened. It clicked for him, and it fell into place. That's how basketball usually works. You may not have the best first quarter, you may not have the best first half, but if you stay resilient and locked in, which you did, it usually works in your favor.
Parang life lang yan, right? You get second chances, right?
Coach, you quote-unquote limited Daquan Jones to less than 40, limited. So how difficult of a matchup is him? How you were able to prepare against an import like that who can score a ton of points?
Yeah, the best thing we can do is just make it hard for him. And I thought several times we played some great defense, but he made tough shots. Well, there's nothing we can do but tip our hat to him, right? But as long as he exerts effort to try to score, and then he also exerts effort defensively, then I think that works in our favor. So Rondae had time on him, but Kelly did as well, and Glenn as well. So you can't. There's not one guy who can stop a guy like that. It takes a team, right? It takes a. You always like to say it takes a village. So yeah, it was not just one guy, but we know how well he scores. So we just have to continue making it hard for him.
And that sums up our post-game press conference. Thank you and congratulations once again, gentlemen.
One point away from his 40.
Yeah, 1-4.